Approach, prisoner. Show yourself, child.
Right. Die. Voice. It's not very loud, is it? I don't really care about any of this, to be fair. I've made myself a little bit taller. A bit more butch. Chunky legs, don't skip leg day. Boys and girls, chest size. Yeah. Skin tone. Doesn't really matter. Face type. I've got a big nose and big ears, so. To that one. Right, age probably about there. Yeah, that's about right. Head details, jaw widths. Oh God, no. That'll do. Do you know what? I just want to play the game, so I don't really care about any of this, to be honest. Need to get the hair right there. Ooh. Textured quiff. Yeah. There we go. That colour. Ash grey. Silver white. We'll go ash grey. Eyebrow style. Yeah, that'll do. Eyebrow colour. Okay for that. Beard style. That's about right. Beard colour. There we go. Eye makeup. Sweet. Beautiful. Let's get some guyliner going on there. Bit of emo. Yeah. Right, I'm happy with that. That'll do. Name, obviously. Grumpy. Enter game. Name is already taken. What the fuck? No. Bear with. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Hopefully let me draw a sequence before, would you like to skip it now? No. Guided journey that locks the research menu until certain steps are completed. Advanced survival players may prefer to unlock the research menu. I'm going to go unlocked because I find this quite restrictive. So I'm going to unlock it. But basically, that's a bit too high, isn't it? I'm sitting quite low. Let's lower that down a bit. Apologies, things have moved around since then. Oh, and excuse all the washing hanging up there, drying. Right, yeah, so the research menu is locked behind. You can have it locked, so you've got the storyline, and as you progress that, it unlocks what you can research to build shit. Kind of forcing you to do the storyline. It's alright, but it's easier to go unlocked. Although, for the sake of the stream, it might be better to go locked. Yeah, fuck it, let's go locked. Yeah. I put my phone on silent so you don't hear it.
Have they told you what I am?
A twat. Hey, baby! It's playing your entrance music too, which is perfect. Thank you for coming along. Is the boy awake? Hi, Perrin. Hello. Yeah, I couldn't be bothered. I didn't want to play Alien Isolation, so we're playing Dune Awakening as a for shits and giggles. You've just missed the character creation. I have guyliner, proper emo. I told you what I am. Apparently, yes.
Then I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin. Where were you born?
Yeah, I've got guyliner on. Gaiety Prime is the Harkonnen house. Music Planet. Caladan is where the Atreides are from. What's that? Katan? A satellite-controlled weather. The fates of many are decided within the ornate halls of the Imperial planet. Ah, it's the Imperial homeworld. Or Ix. Dial trait technologist, political, honourable, cultured, deception. Let's go political. Should we go political? Or fuck it, technologist. Let's
The
see what it's like.
machine world. They skirt dangerously close to breaking the prescriptions of the Butlerian Jihad. The order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfaluches. A place for every man, and every man in his place. Where is your place?
The vast peasant labour force that drives the Imperial engine. Peons are bound to the fief in which they live and are considered the property of the... Now, fuck now. Na familia. A caste reserved for essential members of a noble household or retinue. Now familiar are afforded certain privileges and protections by their status. Bondsman, the educated caste that serves the great houses of administrators, imperial bureaucracy. Bondsmen are known casually as the citizen class. So dialogue trait nobility, bondsman or peon. I'm going to go bondsman.
There is always work to be done. And millions like you to do it.
Hey, baby boy.
You had a mentor in your youth, trained by one of the schools. Who was your mentor?
Right, so this is my class. I can have all 4 unlocked. So you've got Swordmaster, Bene Gesserit, which is weird because I'm a bloke, Mentat, or Trooper. Now, they give you different abilities, different skill trees, but you can have all of them and mix and match the skills, which is what you want to do. Now, I have played this before, so I know what trainers, because you've got to go to the trainer to sort of get your skills and shit, what trainers are easy to get to and what aren't. If I go Trooper, you kind of meet the Trooper one almost at the beginning, so it's not worth doing it. Bene Gesserit, Swordmaster is probably the most difficult to get to, but I like Bene Gesserit, so I'm going to go with that one, and I will pick up Trooper almost straight away. And they give you different abilities. Bene Gesserit's quite handy. You'll see why when we start playing. So we're going to go.
Yes, I have heard of our sisters giving training outside of the chapter house. It is frowned upon.
All right, Conehead.
The test is almost complete. Have you spoken truth?
I've spoken truth. I'm happy with that.
Come here.
Jesus fuck.
Kneel.
All right, it's not my name, but okay.
Put your hand in the box. I hold at your neck the Gomja Bar, the high-handed enemy. Don't
Rude.
pull away or you will die.
Yeah.
Great plots are afoot in the Imperium.
Can you guys hear me okay?
And the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key. And the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand?
Yes, mother. Oh, I've got to say yes, have I? Okay. Can you hear me?
You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
If the sleeper's anything like Liam, it's not going to be easy to wake. Right, can someone tell me if the sound levels are okay? Please? Anyone? There's the big penis in the sky. Okay, good. You can hear me over the music. Jolly good. Thank you, baby. Ooh, how exciting. Run! Run! After these updates, it's still a bit janky, this game. Imperial penal transport Proteus. Am I on that? Don't fucking shoot me. Arsehole. That wasn't very nice, was it? Oh, he's got a little bat companion, this dude. Zantara. Wasn't she in Spider-Man? No, Zendaya, isn't it?
You're wrong. It's just an off-world. No, not the Al-Shaheed Ahadi. No, Arista said it was just a dream. I agree, but she is almost Sayadina.
Not a single smudged bit of eye makeup. Get up. I wonder if this uses a similar engine to Baldur's Gate 3. There's a lot of similarities between the two. Dead people. Can I run? Apparently not. Hello. You alright? What are you doing? No, he's dead as well. Just died sitting there. Hello. Oh, okay. Being hospitable, these people. Not very nice. That made me jump. Oh, now I run. Okay. Whee. What's this? Take Frem kit. Crafting menu allows you to craft useful items from components you find in the world. Craft a scrap metal knife to cut through the membrane. Blocking membrane. I've got a knife. Cut moisture seal. Ah. I am dehydrated. Let's drink some water from these plants. Okay, so beneath the video capture of me, hello, is my hotbar. So you can't see it. It's just like numbers and my inventory's in there, so it doesn't really matter. You're not missing anything. On the bottom left is my hydration meter. Because obviously we're in a fucking desert, so. And this is a survival game, so you need to stay alive. I can't drink anymore. Well, I'm injured. Plant fibre. Need to pick all that up, do we? Heal kit. Open crafting menu. Aha. Let's make the maximum I can. And there's my health bar going up. And next to that is my stamina bar, the green one. Climb. Stamina bar goes down when you're climbing, so don't fall off anything, basically. Sensible advice. I'll climb up there, have I? Okay. Just gather as much shit as I can. Stamina bar, yeah, I know. Do I drink any more? Cannot drink. Lovely. Let's go on in. Ah. Hello, friending. No, not yet.
Now you will know a thing that few with the Fremen have seen. For many, the last thing they saw before they were slaughtered.
Oh. Baddies. Oh no! Bad guys.
Speak of our escape. Twin comets in the sky, a rebirth from fire and death, and a Sardaukar net closing around us. Your survival heralds interesting times, Offworlder. You found them, Offworlder. They stood watch over you while you slept. When the Sardaukar began their jihad, they hounded us across the desert. I am not Fremen, Offworlder, though I have been fortunate to know them, and to share their water and their customs. Some of my people were caught out by a passing wing of Sardaukar thopters. All they could do was take refuge in the cave, and be ready for the assault to come. The assault never came. The Sardaukar used ancient weapons to collapse the cave entrance.
Nukes, probably.
With damaged steel suits and dwindling supplies. We toiled for days to free them, digging until our fingers bled, and all red the night, dusky sky, bloody death, didst thou die.
Oops.
An auspicious place for your rebirth, Offworlder. Whatever black fate awaited you in the Harkonnen slave pits waits for you no more. You are free from the bonds of servitude, free to pursue a new destiny. whatever that may be. There's a way through the barricade, if you do as I say.
Yep, let's get on with it.
We're gonna need one of their ornithopters. Their protocol is to remain aloft and kill anything that moves from above. That's where you come in. If you can slip back onto the Proteus and locate the command module, you can activate the captain's personal emergency transmitter. He's a noble. They're not allowed to let him die. Leave the rest to me. Here, take this Communinet transceiver. It's essential for planetary communication. Now go, and be quick. The Mother Storm is upon us.
Goodbye. Alright, so I'm unsheltered. Sun's
Stick to the shadows, Offworlder. The heat of the sun is
right.
deadly.
Now in the middle of the screen, you've got at the top, you've got my map, but just below it, a little bar appeared, like a crescent or a semicircle, like that. You see it? It's slowly moving up. That's being in the direct sunlight, because obviously Arrakis is hot. So you want to stay in the shade, and it goes back down. So between that and staying hydrated. It's important, or you die, basically.
The guards have sealed themselves inside. Search the prisoners for a cut array. And Offworlder, be careful.
Okay, so cut array is how I'm going to gather resources.
The cut array is primarily a mining tool, Offworlder. You'll need it for harvesting resources. Using it to cut open ships is an added benefit.
So, this is how you gather resources, basically.
The captain's room is blocked by a pentashield. You'll need a pentashield key to pass through. See if there's another way forward. Ready your weapon, Offworlder. The guards won't hesitate. Neither should you.
Yeah, take that, motherfucker. Oh no. Right, so I've got to parry 3 times.
Parry your opponents just as their strikes will hit you. This should stagger them, giving you a window of opportunity.
It'll all be over soon. They're here.
Now I can kill you. Access granted. Oh, I can loot the corpses as well. Ha ha ha! Motherfucker! Nothing of interest. Let's go through the door. Having a hydration level above 1/3 will give you a bonus to your maximum stamina, which is further increased above 2/3. When your hydration is below 1/3, the bonus to maximum stamina is removed. When it is empty, you become dehydrated and you will start to lose health until you hydrate again. Or die. Water bar's going up. I feel sated. It'll slowly drop back down again, so you've got to keep that going constantly. It's a fucking pain in the arse. I see a birdie! Ah, he's got a shield.
A swift attack can force your enemy off balance, but only a slow blade penetrates a shield.
See, having played this before, I know how to defeat a shielded enemy. That took me I think I actually died here my first time I played it.
That's the pentashield key. Once you equip it, you can pass through the shield. Get to the captain and activate that transmitter. I'll be there soon.
There we go. About to see a sandworm, I think. There they are. One of my favourite light craft in all science fiction. I just love the aesthetic of them. Well, doesn't beat the X-Wing, but comes close.
We only need the leader.
Hello.
I hear I'm a wanted man.
Oi! Utland scum! I vits jo man tukta lasto brev ada hung un valo arsund. De dia abada.
I know. That's why I brought you here.
It's just a flesh wound.
Codes to get us through the barrier. Ever fly an ornithopter? It's simple enough. But my leg is bad and I won't be able to work the pedals. Get ready. They'll be on us as soon as we break through.
Uh-oh.
There's too many. Turn us into the storm. They won't follow.
No shit. Ooh. Right, so the game basically takes place in an alternate universe where Paul Atreides was never born. The Fremen are all dead. We need to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Get up, Off-Worlder. I couldn't wait for you. But now you need to run. The sandworm is coming. Run. Now!
Oh, there we go. There it is. But don't just stand there. Fucking move. And that bar in the middle, with the wavy lines on it, is the vibrations I'm making as I move. So, that will tell you if a sandworm is coming.
Off-Worlder. Catch your breath. When the Thopter went down, the storm took us far off course. My leg is bad. I need to lay low and treat it before it gets worse. But fear not, Off-Worlder. Noctua can cover the ground between us with little effort. She will be my eye in the sky so I can continue to offer my sage advice and keep you on this side of the grave. Figure out how to craft yourself some clothing. That Maula outfit won't cut it out here.
Okay, there's one of the moons. There's the other one. Night time, so I can run around as much as I want. Let's get some stone, because we'll need it at some point. Right. So when you level up, you get intel, which is up here, and research points, which allows you to unlock stuff to build. Now, because I'm playing the tutorial mode, basically, I can't unlock it unless I progress the main storyline. If I had it all unlocked, then I could research whatever I wanted to, but it tells you here what you're doing. But I do it this way so you guys could see. The first thing I do is research some clothes, and then go to crafting and make the makeshift light armor, basically. Make that, make that, make that, make that, make that. So I've already got them. I've got a scrap metal knife and I've got heal kits. So that's basically what I can make at the minute. So equip.
The War of Assassins has left debris scattered all over this sector. Salvage metal from the wreckage with your cutter ray, and use it to make a Mauler pistol and darts. Don't let the Imperial disdain for ranged weapons lead you astray. Very few people are foolhardy enough to use shields this deep in the sands, and that is to your advantage.
Right, so you've got limited inventory what you can carry. See that 33175? That's my max for carrying capacity. It says I need scrap metal, but I'm going to get some more rock to start with. Where the fuck am I? Probably right on the edge. Yep. Yeah. Salvage metal using a cut array. I need to get 65. I've got nowhere near that much. Let's go. I saw an entrance here somewhere. You get experience for pretty much everything. Picking stuff up, making shit, exploring. Mines. Wait for the fire to go out, otherwise I get damaged. I need to make a Mauler pistol, apparently. Oh no, I've got to research it. On skills. There we go. Right, so I've got compel, and I can have this, which allows me to sort of run forward, which is very good when I'm crossing the desert. Otherwise a worm will eat me. Crafting. One of them, and let's go 2 of them. Yeah, I've already done that bit, thank you. Right, this is my gun and my pistol. I want to move them around a bit, like that. And we want some heal kits, so we'll do 10. That's a chest, jolly good. Money. Micro sandwich fabric is used to make shit. EMF generator used to make shit, and salvage metal used to make shit. Come and get me, motherfucker. Take that, motherfucker. I'll have your shit, thank you very much. Right then. Craft light darts. Oh, fuck me, I've got to make more, have I? Oh, one. Crafting. Here we go. Research the respawn beacon. Craft a respawn. See, I could bypass all this if I didn't go for the tutorial, but I did that for you, so I hope you appreciate it. Okay, so respawn beacon. Basically, if I die, this is where I'm going to respawn.
This used to be Fremen territory, but the War of Assassins and the Sardaukar pogrom put an end to that. Now the sector is crawling with scavengers, fighting over the scraps of Imperial technology left in the wake of this so-called noble war. But that's to your advantage, Offworlder. Allow them to do the hard work of gathering the salvage, and then take it from them. Don't hesitate to kill them all. They would do the same to you.
Yep, I know. Right, when you see like a dust cloud moving across the desert like that, that's a worm moving under the sand. Sometimes you'll see the sand ripple as well. It's pretty cool. Bit scary when you're fucking right there though. Right, binoculars. Crafting, binoculars. Oh, that one's just gone right in front of me. See the sand moving. Right. This is where it gets scary because I've got to run across open desert. This is why I chose Bene Gesserit, because I have this ability.
Who's that?
Who's that?
It's Daddy.
Eyes on hostile. Where's my backup?
Enemy.
Ah!
They're here.
Ah, gonna die, gonna die, gonna die. Fuck off! Let my stamina get back up. Come on then.
It's obvious you've had some training, Offworlder, but nothing can truly prepare you for what the desert has in store. Hone your skills and harden yourself to the violence you must do to survive. Remember, Arrakis will sharpen you or kill you.
Fuck. Okay, that's a bit more complicated than it needed to be. Jesus, ads coming up already. Has it been an hour? Damn. Time flies when you're trying not to die. Open the skills menu.
Without a still tent, you're easy prey to the sandstorms that sweep across the desert.
Blade damage.
Those storms tear flesh from bone and shred
Ignore.
metal like paper. Unless you'd like to share a cave with some scavengers,
Sector weather
your best
alert.
bet is
A
to
large
build your own
sandstorm is
shelter.
approaching.
Build a construction tool and place out a sub-fief console. You'll be claiming a portion of the planet's surface for your very own, or rather borrowing it from the Emperor. I'm a little hazy on the specifics.
Sandstorm due in sector in 2 minutes, that said. It's coming in from that direction. See the time, the distance at the top. You might be able to actually see it. If I'm caught in it, I'm fucked. So I'm running the wrong way, really, but I want you to see it. There it is on the horizon, coming in rapidly. So, you need to get into cover. The best way for cover is going to be back where I was in that little cave thing over there.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I should be right in here. You see it come in now. Don't get caught in the sandstorms. You will die. Well, you might not, but you'll get your ass kicked. Get under cover. On the map, you'll see it coming in a minute. You can uncover the rest of the map soon. Need a probe for that. Here it comes. Blotting out the sky. What's that? D-Ron guy. Hello mate, thank you very much for the follow. I hope you're good. Welcome to the channel. Are you a fan of the game? There it is. There's a storm coming in. You'll see that a lot. I do know follower chat is on, and that is to stop people spamming my channel with trying to sell stuff, because it happens an awful lot, sadly. So they ruin it for everyone else. Unfortunately. Feel free to unfollow if you need to. I apologise. It's just... yeah. It's so annoying. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but yeah, it's irritating for other people in chat. You always get bots and crap, really. It's just part of the game, sadly. So yeah, the only way to defeat it was to turn that on. So, yeah, I apologise. But yeah, I appreciate the follow. Hope you're good. It's true, decent messages do get missed because the spam's just constantly there. Right, so the storm is now right above me. Oh, and now it's fucked off. It is safe to leave my hidey hole, but now the sun's out. Wonderful. I'm going to risk it. You see the storm disappearing in the distance over there. Right. It says, what next? Research the basic. It's a new character. I played it when it first came out. In about 2 weeks we got a bit burnt out. I played it a lot. And then the whole login all the time, otherwise your base shield's going to screw up everything. And I was playing it with a couple of mates, so we all got burnt out because, yeah, we're all old, we've got kids and jobs and stuff, and we wanted to play other things and not be tied to having to log in every fucking day to go looking for power cells and, you know, lubricate the wind farms and stuff. So we stopped playing, and then we'd literally, one of us would log in like once a month and top up the power generators, and even that got tedious. And then they introduced the base tool, so we were like, oh, we can store our base and come back whenever we feel like it, which was a nice touch, I feel. And then I just decided, I haven't streamed for ages. You missed the beginning of the stream. Mainly because I have a 10-month-old baby and a job, and I don't really have time, and I'm tired and old and there. So I am sort of about halfway through an Alien Isolation stream, but I haven't streamed in a couple of months, so that's kind of been put on pause. But I didn't really feel in the mood for Alien Isolation, so I thought, you know what, sod it, let's create a new character and dick around in Dune Awakening. But I've got tutorial mode on for the sake of the stream. Do you play it a lot? Oh, and I've also got ads coming up in about 3 minutes, so I will take a break then, so no one misses anything. And I can go to the toilet. Right, where exactly am I? There's a cave there. I want to get more central, though, before I build a base. Building a base is a good thing in this game. You will need it. Because you can build storage, put stuff in it, because as I said, inventory is limited. You'll see all that when I get there. But somewhere, apparently, there's a cave. There it is. I really should have healed before I came in here. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Aha! Now that is roughly where I want to be, over there. But, oh, get out of the sun. Oh my god, where the hell is shade? Give me a shadow, give me a shadow. Whoo! Trouble is, if it's a survival game, I can't exactly pause it when I go on my break, so I need to find somewhere to hide. Right, I need to run across here. And this is a big patch of open sand, so this is going to hurt if I'm not careful. But first, let's make sure there's nothing I need around here. No, didn't think so. Right, ready for this? We're probably going to attract a worm. There's one moving behind me, but that's okay. Oh, nearly got sunstroke. Right, ad breaks are coming up, so I need to kill this dude and then go on it.
Identify yourself.
It's me! Let's get on to it. So, research the basic construction kit. Which is that. Crafting. Bear with. Sorry about that. Right, so construction tool allows you to build a base. So that's 6. I need to build my sub-thief console, which is this little thing. That allows me to build. But I need to find somewhere to place it first. And then gives you a building zone. And then you build your base. It's that easy, boys and girls. Excuse me. first of all, we're going to go in here. This is exactly the same layout as the other one.
Feel yourself. Who goes there?
Have I gone round in a big fucking circle? No, I haven't. It's exactly the same now. I missed a scavenger camp back there, did I? Okay. Let's run across open desert because it's fun. No worms. No worm sign. I remember when we first started playing, there was a bug in one of the updates where the worms just wouldn't come, and everyone was loving it because we were gathering spice and all sorts off the desert floor. Kind of defeats the object of the game, though. That was pretty uneventful. I will need to go over there at some point, but basically I want a more central location to build my base. That's what I'm looking for. Now these are power cells. I've already picked up a few. I currently have 88 in my possession. I need as many as I can carry. I'm pretty much at full whack now. Nobody's built in my spot. That's good. So it tells you not to build on the desert floor, but the worms won't come up this far, so it's all good. Backpack is full, is it? Okay. Right. Place that as high as I can.
Congratulations. You are now the proud owner of an Imperial sub-fief. More of a sub-fief. But it's enough for now. Get your construction tool out and get cracking. It's not a shelter without walls and a roof.
So you've got to put your foundations down. Which costs stone, basically. It doesn't need to be this big. But why not, eh? Oh, I'm getting dehydrated. That's a spice bloom going off. You'll see what they are later. Okay, so what we want to do is that. Okay. For now, let's just get the roof in. I need to go and get some more stone. You build your base up a bit, you'll see there's like a big box around where you can build. I feel parched, I knew it was going to happen. I need to drink. I am. What are you looking for?
The other charger.
It's on the TV table. Sorry, it's my children, or one of. Yeah. Right, get some more stone, finish the roof, and then that will do for now. You can build up, as you saw when I built those stairs. I won't do that just yet, though. But I've got this box to build in, so you want to use the height as much as possible. But it sort of bases it off of this, which is your hub, if you will. Which is why I raised it up before I placed it, to give a bit more height. Because on the starter home, you should be able to get 3 floors out of it. I will have to get more granite in a minute. Not now. That's copper. I'll need that shortly. And then you've got different zones, or sort of. There's no levels like for exploration in this game, but it does make it bloody difficult to go to certain areas if you haven't got a certain level of technology, I suppose. If not impossible. And that's how it will stop like level 1s going into a zone they shouldn't be in. But in areas like the other areas, you can gather different resources. Like here, done, water sealed. See on the left it says water sealed. Right. So I can now move that. Plonk it there. There you go. Construct a small storage container, fuel power generator. Right. So, a chest, basically. So I'm going to plonk it I built a couple. I've got plenty of salvage metal. Alright, power generators. This is the pain in the arse of the entire game. Because everything you build machinery-wise, basically fabricators, think of it as like a 3D printer. You start off with a basic one, and then you need one to build clothes, one to build vehicles, one to build this, one to build that. Right, I've got 97 fuel cells.
The sub-thief console comes with an automatic shield system that will keep your base safe from the sandstorms. Just keep the generator fueled, or the storms will tear at your walls. And it goes without saying, don't build on open sand. Seal your base, off-worlder. Maintain good water discipline, and it will keep you alive. You've done well licking flowers and sucking sap, but you need a consistent source of water. And the best source out here is blood. Extract it, store it, refine it, and drink it. Raw if you're really desperate. And don't mind throwing up. Actually, don't drink it. Unless you really have to.
Right. So I just put 96 fuel cells into the power generator, and that's going to keep my shield up for 4 days and an hour of real time. If I build too many other devices, my shield will drop if I go over the power limit. So you've got to build more power generators, and you've got to keep them fueled. And obviously, as you saw, as a ticking clock. If that shield goes down and you're not logged in, a Sandstorm comes along, wipe out your base. This is the problem that people had, because you had to keep logging in to do it, even if you didn't want to play. Otherwise, you'd lose everything you've worked all this time for. But then they introduced a gun, because you can store vehicles in a gun and then bring them back out, and now you can do the same with the base. So it's a lot better, because my base won't get destroyed on my main character. So, research the basic exanuation kit, craft a blood extractor, craft a small blood sac. So this is where we're going to go and make it, don't we? So we want improvised blood extractor. So you kill people and you suck the blood out of it, and that blood goes into a small blood sac which can hold 3 lots. I don't know why I'm pointing, you can't see what I'm pointing at, but as you can see there, just below the image of it, you've got the 3 dark blue lines. So 3,000. What, each person has 1,000 litre or whatever it's called. So I can get 3 corpse worth of blood in 1 sack, which is fuck all, trust me. So I'm going to want to build 4. Then I'll go out and kill people. That does not need to be there. Kill scavengers, extract 1,000. There's scavengers up here, I know that much. Hence why I built here, because I know where they are. Right. They're all dead. Suck the blood out of them. I don't want to consume blood, thank you. What I want to do is come over here and drink some of this quickly. worry about building my base out when I need to, but it's kind of pointless at this point. Well, there's a way around it. I'll see what I mean. Right, this is like a hideout. What do they call them? Yeah, these things, outposts basically. You get intel, which is what you use to research stuff. So if I wasn't playing the tutorial and all this could be unlocked, I'd want as much intel as possible straight away. Leveling up gives you intel, but that's another way to get it as well. But they are crawling with bad guys. And I'm not quite ready to fight them yet. So we'll ignore that for now. And we're going to go get some resources and then store them. In our chests. And then we'll go hunting for people because I need the blood. You'll see why in a second. I've killed 2 people and extracted their blood. It does not give you a lot. Because you've got to convert it into water and a blood purifier. And it's fuck all, really. Even 4 full blood packs isn't a lot. You do get better blood packs later that can hold more. Like most things, there's like tiers of weaponry and gear. And we're in like the starter zone. So the tier's quite low. Resources do respawn. That up there is another player building. When we first started, they were everywhere. So it goes to show how it's died off. For new players anyway, because this is like where new players would build. Later on, you'll see the permanent bases, and they are massive. Also takes a lot to maintain, which is why people are in guilds, because you can have different people logging in different times a day to help it out. It's quite a hard game if you're a solo player. It's not difficult, not impossible, but it is difficult. My aim is fucking awful. I wonder if anyone's home. No, they're still active. I feel parched, do I? Okay. Right, if I go over here. Oh, I'm going to use. I can refuel the generators. Which, if I've got more than one generator, this is a good thing to do because you can just do this. So I've now got nearly 6 days. Right, so I need to research. I already have. Okay, so I need to build one. It's a base building, so. Here we go. Right, where to put it? Let's put it for now. There. So here, so we've got 2,000 deposit all blood. So it's
You're probably
1,000.
feeling it by now, Offworlder. Spice. It's everywhere on Arrakis. The air, the sand, the blood. It prolongs life, expands consciousness, and triggers some very vivid dreams.
I'm tripping, am I? Okie dokie. Ooh, new Battlestar Galactica game comes out of alpha or beta and released on Monday. I will be getting that.
Observe this valley, sacred to the Equan bedrock.
Oh.
Here, Wooly faced the trials of Arkle, proving their knowledge of the Fremen ways. Find the Fremen, she said. Seven tests, 7 steps. Set your feet. Follow the uncertain path. Keep moving. The only true death
Ah.
is stagnation.
Ate a bad mushroom by the looks of it. Lee to John. There you go. Right. So this can hold 6,000 millilitres altogether. And this can only hold 1,000. But as you can see, I put 1,000 in and the conversion rate is shit. But I do need to drink. So right, first next quest is up and running. I've got to do that before I do anything else, and that's just over here. But first, I really should get some more blood. Oh, now I need to drop shit off, don't I? Let's get rid of you. And you. And you. Right, so these, you can rename them. So we're going to put plant. So when I go over it, it says plant. I know what goes in there. This one, I think, had copper in it. Yes, it did. And this one had stone. Done. Nice and easy. Right. Let's drink a bit more. Get some more blood from over here. We'll go for this camp that's up here first. I think it's slightly smaller. We'll gather the intel, kill everyone, hopefully. Otherwise I'll die. But I've got a base, so I will respawn back at my base now. I don't really use the pistol because at this point it's pretty shit. See, there's the intel. Got a shielded NPC. Great. Right, that's the intel we want from here. So that's 3 intel points, which is good. Take your blood, thank you very much. Right, anyone else want some? Or can I just take all your blood now? Oh, there are still people out here, no? Right. Ah, fuel cells, jolly good.
Huh? I've got you covered. Get there.
No one else around. They might have been from that camp, actually. I think I've killed everybody. And got a fuck ton of blood. I can get 2 more lots of blood. I just want to loot everything because there's going to be lots of stuff here to take.
We can sell your stuff to Mir Charky at Griffin's Reach trade post, but be warned, you won't be able to pull anything over on him. He used to be a scav himself. And don't try lifting anything from the trade post either. Charky's brute bodyguard Eeyore will drop you before you even make it to the door.
Okay then. So, basically, you go around killing people, collecting as many resources as you can. All in the name of survival. is everyone here? Not a bad day's work. We've still got some inventory space left. I know there are power cells over here. It does respawn after a little while, so you can sort of go back and get more. As I said, we've got 5 days. I think the maximum you can have is 25 days. So that's basically what you're aiming for. And then you could log on sort of like once a week and top it up. Like spend an hour just scavenging power cells, and you can just keep it topped up indefinitely. But even logging on that once a week becomes tedious because you're always consuming resources. So I'm consuming water, do you know what I mean? And it doesn't make itself, so you've got to go out and gather that, and then you've got to gather this and gather that, and blah, 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 blah. But it's a survival game. I don't know what we expected, to be honest, but there you go. I'm glad they've taken a step back from the PvP aspect of it. I know it's optional. And with the next patch, you can have your own server, so I could run around to my heart's content without coming across a single person, and that would be great. I just played a storyline. I'm quite happy with that. But you could also set your own parameters, like how harsh things are, how difficult things are, and I'm hoping one of them is turn off the fucking countdown for power cells, so I haven't got to log in all the time. I'm hoping. Right, let's drop off. No, wrong button. So now 12 days, 2 hours, jolly good. Deposit all blood. We filled it to capacity because it only takes 6,000. You can get bigger ones later, and you'll need it. This will get full up quite quickly when you later on in the game, and you'll have like basically chests but for water, because some crafting, like the better crafting, uses water. Right, because I've already put things in here, I can do quick deposit, and if there's duplicates, it'll place it there, which is very good. We got that in there. And that's scrap. They're the basic resources you're going to find here. Stone, copper, plants, and scrap. Whilst I'm in my base, if I go here, I can't build anything because all the stuff I need to build it is in my chests. But later on, I can build a fabricator and an ore refinery, and that will be able to access whatever's in my chest. So I haven't got to take it out of the chest. It just accesses it. And then up here, you have circuits. So I can make stuff and it goes into a certain chest. It only pulls things out of a certain chest, things like that. I never usually bother with it, but later on in the game, that's going to become really, really handy. So I need to go here. First, I need to drink. Extract water I can do if I've got a litre jon, or a container, basically. I haven't, so I can't do that. The only old 6,000, which is 2 of them.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
That's pretty close, actually. So that is... this way. Can't see it because I haven't uncleared the map yet. I will be able to do that soon. But I'm in my base, so it's nice and protected. Oh, also, if you zoom in enough, you'll see resources on the map as well. But only once you've picked them up or come close to them. Grayed out, I haven't been there. So I can go, oh yeah, that's where the fuel cells are. Go back and get some. That sort of thing. It's very handy. And later on, you'll get a scanner. So it will scan the immediate area and it appears on your map so you can see where things are. There it is, coming in fast.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah, see it coming in. I'm safe in here even with the door open. But you can see the sand rippling as the things hit it. And then every week there's what they call a server reset. So where the resources are located now, they move after the server reset. Here we go. And now it's a sandstorm. But to make the server reset narratively work. Hello, walking dude. Happy Friday. How you doing? Been a while. Yeah, to make the server reset work narratively, there's a big fuck-off storm called the Corollis Storm that comes over like the whole of the map and resets everything. But you can see it coming like as the build-up to it, like the wind's picking up and the sand's rippling and stuff, so it's pretty cool. Pretty clever from a narrative standpoint, the way they've done that. But I'm safe in my base. I'm not sure, but because it's water sealed here, my water consumption is slowed dramatically. The game is... I mean, every time there's a loading screen, it's got a quote from the book. They're lifted from the books. Mainly Dune, the first book. The aesthetic is the movies. For definite, based on the movies. Which kind of works. The storyline is... It's an alternate version of alternate timeline. So Paul Atreides was never born. So Jessica became a full-blown Bene Gesserit, found out that Dr. Yueh was a traitor and stopped him before the Harkonnen attack, so they defended themselves. Became more powerful on Dune. The Emperor interceded. And the Sardaukar were dispatched to guard spice production on Arrakis. As a result, they pretty much wiped out the Fremen. So yeah, House Atreides, House Harkonnen are still very much alive in this. And my task is to find the Fremen or what's left of them. I've only just started, so that's pretty much it. I started over here somewhere. I've made my way here. And I have a base. I'm about to take my first sample of spice, actually. So, good timing. But it is a survival game first and foremost. So if you like survival games, you'd like this. I like Dune. I'm not a massive survival game fan. So it's a bit hit and miss for me. But it's getting better. It is getting better. I just fancy streaming something different. So, also at night, over there is Sardaukar. Hang on. Yeah. So at night, Sardaukar patrol just over there. See it? Now that searchlight, if that hits you, then a sort of pentashield comes down, pins you in place, and they drop out of there, and you've got to fight your way out. And at this level, I'll probably get my arse handed to me. So you steer clear of them. Just like you steer clear of the sun during the day. This is basically an old siege, maybe. But this is where you learn about the Fremen and stuff. This is the first of many. The first trial of Ackle. The first question. Which should unlock shit. As you go on, it gives you, like, spice powers, I suppose, would be the best way to put it. Well, you can see the spice in the air. But now I'm about to try some. Yes, base building. I've literally, that building I was just in where I was sorting the water out, that was my base. I've literally just built it. You gather resources, you build your base. You have to maintain your water. I'll explain it when I come out of this little bit here. It's easier to show you than it is to explain it. It's not really a cutscene, I've got to involve myself and move around, but yeah, this will sort of teach you about the Fremen, and you slowly learn what happened to them as the game progresses. Because obviously in this timeline, they're dead, or most of them. So it's a clever way of doing it without tying it directly to the books or the movie. It teaches you simple mechanics as well, these things.
Who is it that thinks? Ibn Kirtaiba. The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. Do you understand, Wally?
Why is she talking about my Willie?
Our god gave us the burning eyes of Allah and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Rest in black shade. Be like
So this mechanic is basically going to teach you to stay out of the sunlight. So that's the sun. Stay in the shade.
when we began our wandering, we suffered until suffering was a thing we came to know within our souls. Arrakis is suffering. When we found it, we were home. On Harmontep, we were made to suffer. Our children taken and made slaves. They denied us the Hajj. Never to forgive, never to forget.
Piss off.
The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Did not God give us the burning sun to defy?
Yep.
Suffering leads to defiance. And where does defiance lead?
Shut your eye. Thank you. Just get up there. Just up there. Just up there. Just up there. Just up there. Yep, good friend of mine. Went to school with Harmontep. Be la Kaifa. I shall be la Kaifa. Okay, finally.
Ibn Qirtaiba. Defiance leads to thought. Who is it that thinks?
Those who suffer.
Those who suffer. Remember Harmontep. Be la Kaifa.
Come on. Okay, it's just taking longer than it should. Okay. Are you still there, walking dude, before I explain all this?
Your signal drifted for a moment. No matter. A thought occurs. When the Sardaukar began their purge, many Fremen were slaughtered. The ones that were not abandoned their caves, leaving valuable resources behind. Valuable resources that just might contain the makings of a still suit. Take what you need. Their ghosts will not object.
Okay, so on the bottom left of the screen, you got that blue bar. That's your hydration meter. Obviously, you've got to stay hydrated, so you've got to gather water. You can't see it, but just underneath where my video feed is like my hot bar. So I've got a scrap metal knife, a mauler pistol, a cutter ray, which is what you use to gather. Let's get out of here first and I'll show you. It's daytime now. So you can drink dew off of plants at night. You've got things like fibre here, which will make bandages and clothes and shit. You can pick up little bits of rock and stuff, but this here would be copper, so you scan it with your cutter ray. And that's how you gather copper ore. And then you've got that metal. So that's how you gather stuff. And then you've got the blood extractor, which is what I've got in my hand. So when you kill people, you can extract their blood. And then you put the blood into blood sacks. And you can drink from that, but it's not advisable if you're desperate. And then you take the blood sack back to your base. My base is just there. And you've got a blood purifier. So you deposit the blood in there. And it turns it into water that you can then drink. And your hydration meter goes up. When you are in base building mode, so you go for what they call a sub-thief, which is this console here. And you place it, and then that gives you your build area, which is this cube here. So I can build within that. That's my area. Everything costs resources. You've got walls. Utilities, refineries, storage, all that sort of stuff is how you build it here. So you want to build up if you can. This is a sub-thief console. Later on you get a proper thief console. The base could be a lot bigger and you can expand the area. Some of the bigger bases in the actual, like later on in the deep desert, are fucking massive. And you need it to be able to house your ornithopter. You can get like a sand bike. You get like a... what do they call it? I can't remember now. But it's basically like a big... like a tank on 4 treads. And it's got a big cut around the back that you use to store lots of stuff in. But it's quite slow. And there's different types of ornithopters you can build. Yeah, so... Gather, build, survive. That's pretty much the game. And there is a storyline to it. But you've got to go through it a bit at a time. Right, so now I should be able to research the still suit. I've done that already, but I'll do it again. Research the fabricator. Right, so I can research. Oh, I've already got it. I don't need to research it. So research the fabricator. And I've got to place the fabricator. So building tool. Fabricators. We're going to plonk it right here. First of all, I'm going to deposit the scrap. I don't want to carry it around to me. Should have been that shit in my... Yeah, good. Wrong button. So, fabricator. And he wants us to build a still suit. So, here we go. You notice I didn't have anything... no materials in my inventory. It's taking it directly from the chests. So I can build more of those if I want to. Everything else that I've built is all here. Your power pack provides power to the equipment you have. It's like a cut array. Later on you'll get a personal shield. That sort of thing. The higher tier of your cut array and your weapons, the higher tier of your power pack you're going to need as well. So, once the still suit's built, so you've got different types of armour. Still suit's great for exploring and stuff, because your water loss is greatly reduced, and it does have catch pockets you can drink from, so it slowly gathers water for you. So you don't want to get dehydrated as fast, but the armour on it isn't that good. So it's a way up. Depends sort of what area you're going to go into. Right, so I'm going to put on the still suit.
Impressive, off-worlder. Just remember, if you didn't connect the tubes between the calves and the thigh pads just right, you'll be drinking your own liquefied feces. And that does not count as hydration, by the way. I have good news, off-worlder. My leg has recovered enough that I will risk it to move forward. I know a place in your sector where we can meet. Craft a survey device so you can figure out how to get there and join me.
Right, so where the water meter is now, just to the left of it is a small bar that's got nothing in it. That's your catch pocket, so that'll slowly fill up as well. I've got ads coming up in 30 seconds. So if you're more than welcome to stick around for the ads. If you do, when I come back, just let me know you're still there and I will explain answer any questions you've got. Ads will run during the break, so there'll be 2 lots of ads. They won't interrupt us later, and clips should run during the break as well. So you don't, but I will show you the worm meter and everything else in a minute when I come. Hello, Raw. How you doing, mate? Long time no see. I hope you're well. Good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Right, walking dude, are you still there? Right, blood purifier is now full, and I've still got blood here. And because I'm in my house and it's water sealed, my hydration has barely moved. Plus I'm wearing a still suit. So drink a little bit, top it up. 30 ml. And this will go down a bit and that'll go up. Right, so we need to research a small ore refinery. Okay. Right, for now I'm going to bung it here because for this level, Frosty Tools does like it. I noticed that too. Right. So we're going to refine some copper ore into copper ingots. We can make 61 max. So we've got 246 and 4 copper ore per ingot. And obviously iron ingot, steel ingot is the best that a small ore refinery can do. You can get a medium and a large one, which can refine more. And obviously these are for different tiers, but we won't even be able to mine or gather iron and steel until the next area up. You'll see what I mean in a minute by areas. I'm just going to go for the max, and then we just wait. Some of the larger ones would use water as well. If you put at Frosty Tools, you can talk to it and it will talk back to you. Right, so surveying kit. That's what we need. So we want a survey probe, one M, and a launcher.
Did you get a probe made? Good. Static discharge from the sandstorms makes map data extremely unreliable on Arrakis. But if you can get it high enough, a handheld probe can gather enough local data to give you a snapshot of the region. Climb somewhere high and fire off the probe. Just don't let the Sardaukar spot you.
Right, things like if it's got an orange background and that little symbol, it means that these are gathered EMF generators are gathered from these places on the map. And it tells you on here, when you go over it, what you can find there. The grey ones obviously haven't been to, but micro sandwich fabric is made for like still suits and stuff. EMF generators as well. And then you've got green and blue. So different areas you can visit, different resources you can gather that help you build stuff. Here you've got what you can, how many there are. Like how many I've been to out of not sure yet. 1 of not sure yet. 6 scavenger camps of not sure yet. Area needs surveying. So now that we've got, oh, I didn't pick it up, did I? Tonk. There it is. Right. So here's our survey probe. We need to climb up high to be able to use it, which probably means up there. So try doing it here. We need additional elevation of 41 meters to be able to get there. But we are fully hydrated, and as you can see just above my health bar at the bottom left, you've got the green bar. That's my stamina bar. And because I'm fully hydrated, it's a lot bigger. Sort of doubled. So I can climb further before falling off, basically. So what you do is you climb onto a ledge, let your stamina bar refill, and then you can do a bigger climb. We want to get up there. Right, so at the minute, my map looks like this. That's just where I've been. So, this is where I started. That's where my respawn beacon is, but because my base is here, that's where I'd restart. So I want to launch the probe. It's now surveying the area. Take 15 seconds. Then I'll show you the map.
Very good. I'm going to the Griffin's Reach trade post. Come and find me there. Just remember to be careful crossing the sands. Move from rocky ground to rocky ground. Learn how far you can move on sand before the worm comes. And remember, look both ways before you cross the desert.
Right, so map now revealed for this area. But we've got all of this to explore. So this is the area I can do now. This is the sort of starting area. That there is that big hammer-like thing over there in the distance. Trade posts, which is there. There's one in each area. There's quick travel there, like an ornithopter taxi. Here you've got a crashed ship, the wreck of the Alcon. That is green stuff. And here you've got Imperial Testing Stations, basically a dungeon of blue things. And then these, we've already done one here, is where you get the intel from that you use to upgrade stuff, research things. I can't research anything else. My skill points are now 5, so I could do things here. So these are your passives. The techniques you can put here, so they're still passive, but you can have up to 3 of them. And these are your actual abilities. And then you can level up, so you got 1, 2, and 3. So I've got recovery here, so I gain more health after healing. Sun tolerance. I want that. Voice training's fine. Blade damage is always good as well. Later on I can unlock a 3rd ability. And here you've got the different Swordmaster, Bene Gesserit, Planetologist, Mentat and Trooper. Planetologist and Trooper trainers are in the area I'm in now. We'll pick them up in a little while. Weirding Step. Combining the voice and a limited form of Bindu Sprint. You stun a single enemy while moving with superhuman speed behind them. Short blade damage. That's good as well, but it's an ability that I don't want to use just yet. More damage. I will get that actually. That goes there. Right, be careful because I'm going to get in this direct sunlight. Right, where's my base? There it is. That sound is a worm. As you can see, next to my hydration on the left, the small bar is starting to fill up. That's my catch pocket on my still suit. Oh, what the fuck? That's completely the wrong thing. Right, I'm just going to scavenge what I can as we go. I need to get some more power cells. Also, in your base, you've got a power generator that you need to keep fueled. Because that not only powers what's in your base, but it puts a shield up so that your base doesn't get damaged by sandstorms. Which kind of forces you to log in on a regular basis. Which is annoying as hell. Let's deposit stuff. So that should be finished now. Yep. Take all of them out. And I could build another chest and call it copper ore. You can also change permissions as well, so I could open my base to the general public if I wanted to. Some people actually do that, so that newbies had a place to go when we first started, which is a real nice thing to do, actually. I'll do... And this can be orange stuff. Right. There we go. Okay. What I'm going to need: scrap metal chain and copper ore. Right, because Griffin's reached trade post, which is the one that's over there that was shining up, that building in the distance. That's where we need to go. And I know for a fact there's 2 quests there that will tell me to give copper ore and stone, so I might as well take them with me now. Right, that bar in the middle, just below the compass that's moving up, that's my sun exposure meter. So you want to stay in the shadows. Because if that goes to the top, you get sunstroke and it starts giving you debuffs. I'm about to cross the desert floor. Because I need to get over there. Also, when you get sunstroke, your hydration will drop pretty fucking quick as well. Right. So basically, in a minute, across the bottom of the screen in the middle, you're going to see like a wavy line, like a sound wave. There you go. That is my meter. Debuffs. Sunstroke. I need that to go all the way down to the bottom. There we go. Right. So yeah, that bar that just come up is you making noise on the desert floor. When it's white and just jiggling about a bit, you're okay. When it goes red, you're starting to... When it goes orange, you're starting to attract a worm. When it's red and going nuts, that's when a worm's coming. So I'm going to see if I can attract a worm for you. Oh, that's bad. I'm making a lot of sound or vibration. Oh, I've gone too close to the edge. I need to get out of the sun quickly. Let's see if we can get a worm to come. You can get thumpers later on in the game. There's a storm over there, but it's not coming up near me. I would have had a warning by now. That's going to pass me by. Come on, I want a worm. Oh, that's a worm moving under the sand just there, so I'm surprised it hasn't detected me. You'll see the sand shift as well. Oh. Come on. There you go. There's a worm coming. See him? There he is. Gotta get the fuck off the sand before he comes after me.
Sector weatherist. A large sandstorm is
Oh,
approaching.
fuck. In 1 minute. I'm in trouble. They're gonna shut the fucking doors before I get there. I need to get in here before the sandstorm hits. These.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Alas, Offworlder, it seems my fame
Phew.
precedes me even here, at the arse end of the Haga Basin. Your Emperor's lackey, Count Fenring, has put an obscene bounty on my head. And while I'm flattered to be his great boogeyman, the added attention is making life complicated. Take a look around. There's a contract on the board that might interest you, but be careful. Civilized men are not to be trusted.
Right. So sandstorm's over us now. If you can get to one of these areas, you're safe. This is a quest hub. There's a shop here. This is where you'd...
You look a little lost, friend. You got somewhere you need to be. I can fly you there for a price. Music to my ears. Where do you want to go?
See, I can fly to these places, and it costs Solaris, which is your money. That's your taxi service. This is your job board. So I've just done a quest because I knew there was one there, so that's why I did the copper. No contracts at the minute. Right, this bloke is the trooper trainer. But first of all...
Hey, stop. I know the face of every sand-sucking bandit, scavenger, and merc from here to Harko, and I don't recognize you. So perhaps you'll give us the courtesy of who you are, and while you're at it, why our airspace is crawling with Sadukar. It's a good story, I'll give you that. But even a sandworm might choke on it. Nobody escapes a Sadukar security grid. Not even Zantara. Welcome to Griffin's Reach, stranger. The rules here are simple. Pay up front and don't cause trouble, or we'll toss you into the storms. Good? Name's Mir. I do the trading and the talking. My silent partner here does the fighting. And there's a contract board in the corner if you need work. Unless someone shows up with a load of salvage, I've got time to talk. The Padishah Emperor, in his infinite wisdom, has blessed us with a cohort of his most efficient and ruthless Imperial Sadukar. They use Chom mercs for the hunting mostly. I suspect the real Sadukar are looking for Fremen, and that bastard Zantara. Have you been living under a rock? Zantara is a terrorist scum of the highest order. The Emperor has placed 1,000,000 Solari bounty on his head. I don't think so. But if he did, the Sardaukar would garrote him. In the meantime, the Kirab suffice as target practice.
Yeah.
Scavengers is too good a name for them. Everyone does what they can to scrape by. Scavies do it by mindlessly killing everyone and each other. The Padishah Emperor, they use Chom mercs. They are no more. Exterminated by the Sardaukar, and rightfully so. Only the terrorist Zantara persists. But I'm confident, not for much longer. This region was once crawling with their filthy kind, but not anymore. If one walked through the door right now, I would shoot him in the face. The Sardaukar don't like being peacekeepers, so Chom supplies the warm bodies to bulk out their forces. Chom really does sell everything. Have you been living? I don't. Scavengers is too good a name. Settlement? Ha! People don't live out here. They cling. Bandit scavengers, and a couple of fools stupid enough to run trade posts. Sure, Smiley Tig still runs his place northeast of here, across the gap. You'll figure it out if you meet him. There's one of those old desert testing stations out east of here. Been unsealed for a while. Probably picked clean by now. There was a fellow, bought supplies a while back. An ecologist. He was here to audit the station. Said he was camped above it. He'd know more. The Griffin is the Harkonnen house symbol. And while we have no official affiliation, I like to think they are aware of Griffin's reach. What about them? The Duke is a weak fool, and his house will fall. The Baron is 5 moves ahead of the Atreides at every turn. What's on your mind? I used to live on Rosek. For a long time, I thought it was the biggest shithole in the universe. So,
Nice.
I bartered my...
Cheers, Walking Dude. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to pop by any time. If you're not already, then feel free to join the Discord. And I will be streaming more of this in the future if you're interested. And you take care. Enjoy Shadow Warrior 2.
Problem was, I was so desperate to leave Rosek, I thought anywhere would be better. Turns out I was wrong. No, he is quite mute. I don't know the how or why of it. The bastard can be quite reticent when he chooses to be. He arrived one night with a patrol of Harkonnen house troopers. I offered them a place to sleep, but when I woke, they were gone. But for Ihor. Ridiculous. The troop sergeant must have recognized the value of my establishment. As such, he left Ihor behind to protect their interests here.
Right, so buy that apparently. 500. How many have I got? 2,000. Oh, plenty. Cup of water if you're desperate. I am, so I'll get that. The rest of it, these is what you will find out and about. All of this. So you don't need to buy it.
You're going to find, Offworlder, that Arrakis is a planet of unique opportunity. No former prisoner would ever have access to the military technology of the great houses. But with the war, chaos reigns. Ships crash and are shot down, sometimes spilling military-grade materials onto the sands. The Fremen know the ways of the desert and how to do a lot with very little. The Imperium, on the other hand, have infinite resources and the production capacity of countless worlds. Plunder them, off-worlder. There is a shipwreck near here. Slip inside and claim your share of the spoils.
That's my next task, and that is here. But there's a trooper trainer.
Look at the way you stand. No discipline, no confidence. I've killed 1,000 like you on the battlefield. Well, a little respect with some good sense in the proportion. There's something here I can work with. But don't despair. Salvation is at hand. I can show you how to fight. I can teach you how to kill. And it will only cost you a little pain. Then listen closely. During the Battle of Arrakis, I was drugged and kept out of it by a group of conspirators. For the sake of my honor, I have spent the last 8 years tracking down and destroying them, one by one. Who knows how the Battle of Arrakis would have turned out if I hadn't been kept away. And now, I have reason to believe the conspirators are nearby. Track them down, kill them. My thirst for vengeance has been slaked by 1,000 flasks of cheap beer. But it is still my price for training. Do this for me, and I'll set your feet on the path of the trooper.
Okay. Now I have this, which is a schematic. Now, unique schematics you can learn once, and you can only build it once. If you want to build more, you need to get another schematic. You could buy some, and a lot are found in the wild. So specials. There it is. So now I can now build that. I don't have any spice-infused copper dust, so I can't build it, which is a pain in the ass. A Liter John would be really fucking helpful right now. So I need to run back to my base and rehydrate. Get some more med kits, and then I can go to the shipwreck. Somewhere around here. There it is. That is a spice bloom. You won't see them till later. Oh, I'm going the completely wrong fucking way. I want to get to my base, which is over here. Bene Gesserit skill. I've got 2 of. One is to compel them to come towards me, and the other is to run fast for a short period of time, which I could use to get away from a sandworm if one comes sprinting in my direction. Which is very helpful. The trooper has something called a sugar wire, which is like a claw, like a grappling hook. Very good for climbing. And invaluable later on. And then you've got the planetologist, who mainly gives you passives, but good ones. It's well worth doing that as well. And he is located above there, and his quest is in there, so you go to him first, pick up the quest, come out, give it to him, and he trains you to be a planetologist. Nice and easy one, that one. Right, let's drop all this shit off. No matching items. That's because I took it all out. It can sit there for now, I don't need that. $15 days. Right, I haven't got any spice infused copper dust, otherwise I'd be able to build it. Maybe we'll get some later. Right, things I don't need to carry around with me are that, and that, and that. So we're going to plonk them in there for now. You can sit there. I'll put you there. You can go there. Oh. Also, everything has durability, so it's slowly going down. Right. We travel to the shipwreck first. Well, I could go in there first, but I'm not sure if that would fuck up the quest chain. I'll have to go back in there. It doesn't matter, because there's always good stuff in there. Well, to be fair, it's closest, so it's probably a wise move. I need to go up first, though, because the planetologist is above it. But there's the entrance to the testing station, which is basically, as I said, a dungeon. We need to go up. And there are bad guys to kill in there, quite a lot of. It's telling me to go to the shipwreck first, though, because there's better weapons there. So it might be worth doing that. But I know it's better to do that, so that's probably where I'm going to go. It's just further away. But I'll go pick up the quest anyway, so I'll go back up here. Well, apart from handing it in, I guess. If I can remember where he is.
Watch your step, stranger. Those plants are hard to grow out here, and harder to replace. Now, you don't look like the scrap rats that swarm around the place, and you don't look like one of the crazies from the lab. So what brings you here? Exploring the desert sounds like the kind of thing old Pardo Kynes used to do. His exploits here on Arrakis were legendary back on Kytane. There are actually two Kynes. The elder, Pardo Kynes, was a legend at the college on Kytane. His work on the ecological tenets of planetary transformation, magnificent. But the younger Kynes, little is known. It is said that Pardo had a child with a Fremen woman, and the result was a new Kynes. The reason I am here. Yes, Liet Kynes wrote me a letter asking me to come to Arrakis to help with a terraforming project. With such a famous father, how could I refuse? But before I arrived, Liet Kynes was lost in battle. Without the funds or backing to return to Kytane, I am forced to work with the new planetologist. I was given a ground car and an ancient sync chart of the old botanical testing stations. My task is to document their operational status. You're standing on it, or at least above it. His Majesty's Imperial Testing Number 2. Second on my list, as far as I got before I couldn't continue. The place is infested with bandits, who've in turn been infected with something. They attack all who enter, even those of us on official business. Oh, scavengers, the usual type around here, cutting up wreckage from the war to sell. The ones in the lab have gone odd. I hadn't gone very far into the lab when some of them charged at me, screaming and brandishing knives. They were covered in gore. I ran. There was a glaze to their eyes and a stiffness to their movements, but they looked normal enough. Maybe some form of mass hysteria. I don't know. I would gladly teach you, but there is something I must do. Perhaps we can help each other out. You look like something that stumbled out of a shipwreck. I don't have any way to pay, unless you're interested in a planetary ecology lesson. That's easy. Somewhere in the station is a manifest containing a full log of the supplies that were sealed within. Bring me the manifest. Be careful. The people in that lab are odd.
Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. That's the way I need to go. Ouch. Stay in the sun for a bit. The sun's always moving as well, so it's a pain in the bum. See a sandworm moving over there. Right. I'm going to move that to there because I'm used to hitting 4 for healing. Right, it's going to have a bad guy encampment there. We'll ignore that for now. I need to get over there is the wreck of the ship. Across open sand. Which is going to be a pain in the bum. Should be alright. It's more the sunstroke I'm worried about. There's not a lot of shade out here. I'm getting the shadow here, I should be okay. Let that drop back down on my stamina bar refill. There we go. Ooh, power supply. Need that. Another one there, really good. Let's go stand in the shade for a second now. See the sand moving underneath it. There's the wreck. There's a lot on the screen at the minute, which I don't really want.
Who's that?
Fuck off.
Who's there? Someone's here. I see Reveal someone. Yourself.
Okay. Right, so instead of an improvised Mauler pistol, I've got an actual Mauler pistol. So it's green, so better quality is there. So 4.8 or 7.2. So it's just generally better, but it's also damaged, so I'm not going to keep it, but I will use it for now. It's better than what I had. This is where I pick up all the green items, which I use to build stuff later. And I'm picking up quest items as well, which is all good.
Mayday, Mayday. This is Ensign Meredith commanding Alcyon. Lieutenant Likers is down. The convoy is under sustained attack. They knew where we'd be. We've lost contact with the group leader, Kytheria.
My God! Look at them all! It's horizon to horizon jet fighters out there!
Belay that chatter! We have sustained several direct hits, and we're losing Trim badly. We're going to try to set her down. Our emergency transponder is active. Godspeed, everyone.
Okay. So I've been everywhere down here. Next place to go is through here.
I see someone.
You coming out, vote or go in? Oh, music's well loud. That was loud. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, ba. Right, so there's a penta shield over there. Already done that bit. sure I'm not missing anything here. Don't fall through the fucking hole. Any more bad guys? Doesn't look like it. Right, so identification band will get me through that shield. So I go through there now. Purple chest, however. So Caleb's drinker, nice little purple. There's the spice infused copper dust that I need to build the liter gun. Some money, a rifle, which is what I want. There it is now. Yeah. I will be able to build these at some point. And I think that's it. Yeah. I've cleared it out. Right, so I've got to mine copper ore. Right. I've got to head back. Usually I would go straight to the testing station, but it's in my interest to empty my inventory first. Because there's a lot of stuff to pick up in there. You don't want to get halfway through with a full inventory. Right, research scavenger rags, Karpov 38 and Kinjal. Fabricate a Kinjal. Kinjal's a proper like sword, dagger type thing, because at the minute I've just got scavenge shit. That's getting a bit too close. There's a worm moving underneath here, but I need to get across. Fuck me. So hopefully it won't get eaten. Or picked up by the soda car. Yeah, there you go, nice and easy. Let's get over and then heal up a little bit. So I'm a bit of a completionist, so I like to visit everywhere before I move on to the next area. The story won't like me doing that, but tough. Shit. Okay. Torch is up there, which means I'm about to pass the entrance, but I don't want to go in there yet. Let's go drop off the Holtzman thing, go back to the base, build the liter gun so I can get water. It's basically a flask, so I can drink water when I'm out and about, fill it up from my base. I've got almost full blood bags, so I can replace the water that I've been using. Jolly, jolly good. I need to get up there. Not the best place to run out of stamina, middle of the fucking sand. I really should wait until that recharges before I start to cross. Yeah, it'll be alright. Or will we? That's a fair distance to cross. Don't eat me. That'll be fine. We'll be fine. No worms here. To be fair, I think it's probably best to hand this quest in now, because if I remember rightly, it's got multiple parts, and the next part is in the testing station anyway, so if I went in there now, I'd have to go back, and I don't like doing that unless I absolutely have to. But later on, when I get my first vehicle, and I can zip around a bit easier, then the rest of this map will be explored, because as you can see from the landscape on the left there, here, I've done that. There's only one of them. There's 28 of these, I've done 5. There's 71 of these, I've done 7. That's the trade post. And there's 8 of these, I've only done 1. So, you get 100% area completion, and then you can move on. I've been everywhere then. And I know full well that there are schematics around here for like a purple still suit that is actually really, really good and will last at least most of the second zone. But it's random when you pick it up, the schematic. It's only for one part of the full set. It's like you might get the chest piece, you might get the legs. So you've got to keep going back until you've got it all. Why is this stuttering like that? Deliver right, yeah, look. Great houses don't. You've got the amplifier, great work. Great houses don't like to admit it, but they deal with scrap merchants all over Dune, picking clean wrecks and corpses to equip the next lot sent out to die. Oh well, at least my business is booming, so there's still more you can do. I've bars will pay good money for Fremen made goods. The Fremen may be gone, but you can still find plenty of their equipment in the caves scattered around Hagar Base and south. Explore a few caves, collect some of that gear, and I'll cut you into the profits. Right, I haven't got it yet, so micro sandwich fabric times 3, EMF generator times 3. I don't have them, but they are in my base, so I can pick them up and bring them here. Basically, at some point in this area, I'll get to build a sand bike, which is like a trike. Once I've got that, then I will go and do the quest for the soldier, because the people he wants me to kill are literally dotted, like one here, one down here, all over the place. It's a lot easier to get about on a vehicle than it is on foot. You can still get eaten by a sandworm, but you can sort of move a lot quicker. And there are different tiers of vehicles as well. So, and because you assemble them, like the treads, the chassis, things like that, you can upgrade like the treads as a different tier to the rest of it. If you haven't got enough gear, I like just to build the whole thing at like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And they can move quicker, they've got better range, that sort of thing each time. So Right, blood bags are probably full now. Yep, that's fine. Nothing else there I want. Let's go home. Let's grab some of this whilst I'm here. Always comes in handy.
Who's that?
It's me. Here, wormy, wormy, wormy. Come and get me. Yeah, a bit quiet today. Fair enough. Okay. Let's go deposit some shit. Right, it's got 15 days, and now we've got 20 days. That's good. Let's put some blood in there. Drink some to make some space. Fabricator. First thing we're going to do. Good right then. Right. It wants us to research stuff. Basically, with this, I can fill containers. And it is here. So as you can see, container capacity is 1,500 because it's purple, so it's a unique one. Which is more than this can only hold 1,000, so it's more than this can hold. So you have to wait till this fills up. Fill that up. I want it full before I leave, and my water hydration level full as well. There's a sandstorm coming in, and then I'm good to go basically. Fabricate a full set of scavenger eggs and a kin gel. As you can see, they're using the green items. So I want to learn this. Why are they purple? They shouldn't be purple. There you go. And if I want to build more, get more spice-infused copper dust, I'll just go back to the shipwreck.
I have crossed the Vermilius Gap, Off-Worlder, and I still haven't shaken my unwanted followers. I'm afraid I must delay our reunion until... well, I fear drastic measures might be required. But fear not, Off-Worlder.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I'm impressed. You're a long way.
Thank you. How you doing, man? Thank you for this posture check.
Listen,
I'm good, mate. It's been a while. How you been?
To the Paranorth and reach the gap, but vehicles require components that aren't created here on Arrakis. Arrakis has a long history, Off-Worlder, more than you might imagine.
Stop talking.
Like the Imperial Testing Stations contain echoes of the past, but more importantly, they contain stockpiles of components you'll need. Just be careful. Those old ruins are a beacon for all kinds of scum.
Thank you. Oh, good. Welcome back. I've taken a bit of a sabbatical myself, to be fair. Baby Grumps was born in June last year, and then streaming kind of took a back seat, really. I'm trying to get back into it, but between with the baby and work, I'm just too knackered. I haven't streamed. It's the first time I've streamed in about 2 months. Before that was like I streamed once, and before that was a couple of months as well. So I feel bad, and I don't want the channel to stagnate or anything. But you know, life comes first. So I'm glad you're back, man. I'm really enjoying it. I missed it, to be honest. But I think you've got to be streaming something that you want to do. I'm about halfway through an Alien Isolation playthrough, but I just wasn't in the mood to stream that today. So, all right, the Kinjal. Oh, okay. There's a difference. So the Kinjal's a lot better. 7.2. 4 armor piercing. So just better all round than that, basically. Now here's what I mean. See, this is armor. So scavenger pants, armor value 24. This doesn't even have pants because it's all one thing. So the top and so this would be the body and the trousers is 28 together. Whereas this is 36 on its own. Plus that. So the armor's a lot better, but heat protection is shit. So it's down to what you want to do. Real life is more important, mate. What is that? You've just messaged me. Oh. Okay. First game back was Thank Goodness You're Here, which is a funny but mental game. Really got me into Flair again. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I mean, the stream I did a couple, I said about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and it was just me making battle maps for D&D. I wasn't even playing a game, and it was just a nice chill one. As I said, yeah, you come home from work, you've been at work for like 10 hours on your feet, and you come home, you just want to go to sleep, if anything. So it's finding the sort of... You've got to be, as you well know, to streams, for us, you'd know as well, you've got to be in the right headspace to do it. But if you're not, and you're not enjoying it, it shows. I'll try and remember how to do this. Hopefully that works. There we go. Bear with me. Right. Micro sandwich fabric is going to be in orange stuff. Need that, need that. I want to build. Let's get you. Put you there. Base 6. I need to build another one of them. And another one next to you. And we're going to call this plug you in there. I'll sort them out in a minute. So you will be green stuff. Yep. And I haven't got any yet, but I will have soon. You will be blue stuff. Sorted. And you can be random stuff. Right. Now, how are we getting on here? Fill containers. Big container there. Deposit all blood. Still not there yet. Okay, what do I need to make? I'll make this. So this is even better. And the Kinjal. Can't make any more, but I can always get more of this shit if I need to. Good night, mate. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, okay, baby. I'm glad you managed to find a way. Right. Yeah, I think this actually, when you kill them, and it's better than what I've got anyway, when you kill them with this, you get, it takes blood as well. Remember rightly? Okay, so what I really need copper ingot, I can make them. I've got some of them. Make the carp off 38. Have I not researched? That. Why is it locked? Requires intel spent. $16 of 90. What have I unlocked then? Or possibly these. Yeah. That's annoying. Right, so I need copper ore. Let's do that many. Yes, Raw. Yeah. No, don't apologise, man. You playing now? Yeah, all's good, mate. All's good. Slowly getting back into the swing of things. Right. Let's put more of these in it. Right, so that's the most I can use. Right, I'm using 66% of the power I can generate. And that's the most. And I've still got some powered cells left, which is good. So I'm at max capacity in there. The generator is full, so I will store them and use them later. That's all good. We're in a good position now. Fill containers. We want to get this full up. Yeah, we're doing all right. I think, though, green stuff. There we go. I am going to want some actual proper armor when I go in there. So that's a bit better. And then store this. I don't have the catch pockets, and I'll be worse off in the sun, but in the grand scheme of things, better off. There we go. Actually, whilst I'm here, I might as well make more of them. Okay. So we're not quite there yet. A little bit more to go. It's long. Come on. Right. There we go. So it's all protected under there. Awesome. I've got this ready for when I want to build another level. Basically, what will happen is at some point when you move to the next area, it tells you to demolish this base. And I'm not going to do that. But it is part of the quest. So what you do is you basically disown it and then you re-own it again. So you don't lose anything. And then you build an actual base, like a proper fief, it's a lot bigger. But you've got to pay taxes on that. So not only have you got to keep the shield up, you've got to pay taxes monthly. Pain in the arse. So I won't have. You can have more than them, but obviously you've got to pay taxes on that as well. So I keep this one. You ain't got to pay taxes on. And then I'll build it up. This will be open the next floor up because I can drive the buggy in because it's big. So you'll need like a 2-story door to drive it in, and I'll park it here. So this will be the garage, and above will be 1 floor, and then above that you want another 2 because that's where my ornithopter is going to land. So you go 3 floors basically, which is why I built it. I should be able to get 3 floors in there, possibly 4. I don't much stuff. I've got a lot of stone, so I could do it. But you want 4 floors you want, because the next floor up you want 2 stories high. So as this will be I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Right, and then what I want to do let's put that there. But now, I'll just leave the stairs there and build. Just re-water seal it before the sun comes up. Like that. Didn't mean to do that. Right. I'm going to put... bit like that. And the buggy will come in here. This will be open as well, so it's a double door. The buggy will come in and park there. In this bit. And then I'll have all the storage there. And along here, power generators here. This lot will get moved upstairs. All my fabricators and shit, all refineries will be in this bit. Here. And then up here will be the hangar for the ornithopter. That's how I do it. Right. That's full, that's good. Deposit all blood, and that's good too. Right. We are good to go. Actually, no, we're not. Now we're good to go. I've got anything in my inventory I want to get rid of? Yeah. Here we go. Alright, let's go hand this in and then we can go to the dungeon. Oh, side of car ship there. Don't want to get caught by that. Wormy, wormy. Squirmy, wormy. I see you moving around. Let's go. Where are you? Here you are, you motherfucker. This is my book, motherfucker. Alright, so hand this in, then go to the testing station. All good. The testing station, my next port of call. Whether I'll make it today or not, I don't know. It's getting about 10 minutes left. So it might be worth logging out once I've handed these quests in, to be fair. It doesn't have to be 4-hour stream. Otherwise I'll be going way past midnight, which I don't really want to do. It has been a long day. I'm pumped because I'm playing again, or streaming again, but I still need sleep. So I will probably do that, and this is a good place to log out. It's a safe space to log out as well. That zone change bit, so no combat allowed at all in here. So I haven't done that yet. But good job I came here because there's a contract there for going into the testing station. So here we go. Right, and also handing that in gave me the next stage of that quest, which is also to go into the testing station. So I've got 3 quests for the testing station, so it made sense to do this first than not. Come over here. I've got a fuck ton of Solaris. I can buy one of them. I didn't work, did it? Right. Yeah, 7 minutes early, that's alright. Log out here is probably a good idea. Okay.